The San Francisco Giants get swept by division rival Arizona Diamondbacks by a final score of 6-2 today, guys. And the story of the season continues today as the first inning struggles continued for the Giants and rookie right-hander Shaun Anderson, who took the mound today, guys. Shaun Anderson has been asked to do a lot in his first 3 starts because he has gone up against some very tough teams like the likes of the Atlanta Braves, and then now Arizona Diamondbacks, a good solid team. And so Anderson, he struggled in those first couple innings, and he gave up a big home run to Ketel Marte, a guy from the Diamondbacks that we could not figure out at all in the series, guys. He had a home run in each game of the series. Ketel Marte going 7 for 15 in the series. And what was more impressive, guys, is in that first inning, his home run was to deep right center field, over that 421-foot wall out there in right center. And in the second inning, guys, the struggles for the Giants defense continued. Anderson, so we had a runner in first with 1 out, and it was a wild pitch. And the runner had got a very good lead. I think it was Nick Ahmed from the Diamondbacks. So on the wild pitch, guys, he was able to go to third base. And then on the next batter, hit a ground ball to Anderson. And so Shaun Anderson, he did look at Nick Ahmed initially, but then turned right away to go throw to first. And in that split moment, Nick Ahmed started taking off towards home. He was able to beat the throw home. And so, that just wasn't good. The Giants, got fallen behind very early in this game. After 2 innings, they were down 5-0. And so, yeah, I mean, just something that we have been talking a lot about is that you can't keep continuing to put pressure on this Giants offense. Now, at times, the offense has shown that they can put together some good rallies, some really good quality at-bats. And unfortunately today, guys, the Giants were able to master quite a bit of hits. They had just as many hits as the Diamondbacks today, 10 hits. But what the Giants were unable to do is they were unable to get that clutch hit, the hit that they need to knock in a run or 2-out RBI hit. So that is what was eluding them in today's game. So yeah, guys, Anderson was able to rebound in the later innings, had a 1-2-3 inning later on. And so his final pitching line of the day, guys, Anderson went 5 innings pitched. He allowed 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 of those earned, of course, because of the throwing errors. And just in the second inning, guys, it was just horrible, man. It looks like, a Little League baseball team out there just throwing the ball around and multiple runs scoring. And so Anderson had 1 walk on the day, so that is good because his command is there. And the strikeouts, he had 6 strikeouts. Let's see. Oh, my bad, guys. So it was 1 strikeout on the day. So Anderson, very good performance in terms of it could have got way out of hand. Obviously gave up a lot of runs in those first couple innings, but overall the stuff was good. Let the ball travel up, and so when you leave the ball up to a good hitting team like the Arizona Diamondbacks, what you're going to see is what we saw, and, just the ball getting bounced and hit around. And so, really frustrating. I think the Giants coming into the series were, again, they're heartbroken a little from the loss on Thursday night. I mean, Thursday afternoon, they played such a good game against a tough Braves team, and it's just unfortunate for that game to have gone 13 innings and the Giants lose that game in extra innings. So, guys, Arizona in the series, they scored a whopping 34 runs in the series, and that is the most ever runs scored by an opponent at Oracle Park since 2006. And the Giants starters, guys, in the series, in 11 2/3 innings pitched, we allowed 16 earned runs. So, oh my gosh, guys, just not the business. The starters unable to do their job. And another key note, guys, that what we've been talking about all year is the success of the Giants bullpen. And another statistic that's very interesting is that in the 7th inning or later, the Giants' team ERA as a whole is 3.27, which ranks them 4th in baseball, I believe, or 4th in the National League. So that is very impressive that in the later innings, the pitching is able to lock it down. So the big major issue and problem of this team has been the early innings, falling behind too early and putting way too much pressure on the Giants offense. So guys, if there is a silver lining, the positives, let's get into the positives that we can talk about in this game, and that is the great Mike Yastrzemski. What a phenomenal story from Mike, guys, because he had to play over 700 plus minor league games before he was able to make his major league debut at the age of 28, and he looked very impressive today, guys. Had very good at-bats. His first at-bat, very intriguing because, got a base hit, a little bloop duck snort single, and then, went way too far to second, had to dive back to first, got thrown out. But then in his second at-bat, guys, had a nice opposite field single to left field, was able to flip the ball over there. And then in his third at-bat, did the same thing, was able to slice a double down the left field line. And then even in his last at-bat, guys, on a 3-2 controversial called strike 3 call, got called out on strikes, but love the performance that we saw out of Mike Yastrzemski today, guys. His grandfather, I believe, is Carl Yastrzemski. He was a Hall of Fame baseball player that played many years for the Boston Red Sox. So absolutely amazing story today, guys, with Mike Yastrzemski doing what he was able to do. And so that was a huge positive to take out of today's game. Another impressive story, very positive to take out of today's game, guys, was Sam Coonrod, the 26-year-old right-hander out of the bullpen, made his major league debut today with a nice, clean 8th inning there and got a strikeout. And more impressive, guys, he was coming back from Tommy John surgery, so you always love those comeback stories with guys, and you really get invested into the stories of these players, like the Mike Yastrzemski being 28, making his debut, and now Sam Coonrod having to bounce back. So that is very impressive, guys. Now, the Giants were facing a very tough right-hander today by the name of Luke Weaver. And this guy, guys, Arizona acquired him from the St. Louis Cardinals in a trade. They got their catcher, the battery mate today, essentially, was traded to Arizona for Paul Goldschmidt. So St. Louis gave up a pretty hefty return, but obviously, a guy like Paul Goldschmidt, he is a franchise game changer. Obviously, we as Giants fans, we love that he's out of the NL West. But now we got to deal with the likes of Luke Weaver. So he looked very impressive today, guys. Gave up a lot of hits, but like I said, the Giants could not get that money hit today. Luke Weaver went 5 innings on the day, allowed 6 hits, guys, 1 earned run to the Giants to go with 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. Now, that Luke Weaver's ERA 3.03 on the year, so very impressive. And some other positive notes, guys. We are going to be looking at the positives because we got to understand where the direction of the Giants franchise is going. So Joe Panik, if some of you guys don't know, in the offseason, he lost a lot of weight and was conditioning very well. So Joe Panik has looked very good this year, having really good at-bats, and he continued his hot hitting today with 2 hits on the day. And also Buster Posey, guys, another 2-hit performance for Posey today. So love what we're seeing from Posey, trying to find that swing and just kind of getting back into the flow of things. We know that Posey had the concussion issue, returned about a week ago, and has kind of struggled a little bit, but good to see Posey bounce back today with those 2 hits on the day. And so, guys, Reyes Maranta pitched out of the bullpen today, pitched 2 innings. Maranta allowed 1 walk, 1 strikeout to lower his ERA on the year to 3.55. And Will Smitty, guys, was able to get an appearance today. Now, the closer, Giants obviously didn't really give him an opportunity in the series to nail a save down. So Will Smith was able to pitch an inning today, guys, in the 9th inning to get some work in. Pitched a very impressive inning, allowed 1 hit, 3 strikeouts on the day. That lowers his ERA to 2.61 on the year, and I believe Smith is 12 for 12 in save opportunities this year. So absolutely phenomenal for Will Smith. It is very much looking like he will be a very highly coveted closer at the trade deadline from a lot of teams that could be in the mix, guys, come July. So that'll be interesting to see what's going to happen with the trade deadline over summer. And so, guys, as we look ahead to the future, to the San Francisco Giants next game, they are going to be going out on the road, guys, to take on the Miami Marlins, beginning with the 3-game series starting Tuesday. And the Giants are going to be sending Jeff Samardzija, the Shark, to the hill on Tuesday, guys. Samardzija is 2-3 with a 3.27 ERA on the year with 41 strikeouts. Now, Samardzija in his last appearance, guys, came on Wednesday night against the Atlanta Braves, and the Giants defense, didn't help him a whole lot in that game. Gave up 6 unearned runs in that appearance over 6 innings. Samardzija showed some resilience because he was able to bounce back despite giving up, those early runs. So was able to pitch the Giants deep into the game in that game. So we will be definitely monitoring Samardzija, see if he can get through that first inning and put up some early zeros. So to try to relax the Giants offense, and hopefully we can kind of get that offense going, because we can't keep continuing to fall behind early in games, deep deficits, because, that is going to be hard to be able to come back and make up. So, guys, the Giants are going to be facing a guy by the name of Trevor Richards from the Miami Marlins, and he is 1-5 with a 4.14 ERA on the year with 50 strikeouts. So we'll have to see how the Giants can make a nice game plan and really get after this guy on Tuesday. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to smash that like button and comment down below. Guys, I would love to hear your opinion, your perspective on all things San Francisco Giants. What are your thoughts on the Major League debut of Mike Yastrzemski? How'd you like the 3 hits? Well, made his debut yesterday, guys, but got his first 3 career Major League hits today, so looked phenomenal out there. And what do you think of Sam Coonrod making his debut? And also, what do you think about all the trades that could be looming for the Giants? Will Madison Bumgarner get traded? Will Smith get traded? Will Tony Watson or Sam Dyson? So a lot of interesting topics going around, guys, talking San Francisco Giants baseball. So comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. Until next time, I will see you guys again. Thanks for watching and have a great day.